What is going on, Descendants, and welcome to another boss guide. Today we're going to be looking at the Hangman. This is by far one of the most memorable, one of the coolest, and one of the best boss fights currently right now in the game. And just by looking at this boss fight alone, it gives me a big satisfaction to see what's coming next in the First Descendant, because I could tell they put a little bit of work on this one, and I could see why this is the final boss. And boy, are you going to have a fun time doing this one. So when I first came in this one, I did it completely blind, and no YouTube video, no Reddit post, no nothing. It's just completely blind, and I was able to pick it up just because I'm a Destiny player. I've been playing looter shooters for quite a while now, to be able to pick up things really quick. So here is how you're going to be doing this mission. Now, before I explain how you actually kill the Hangman, I do want to give you guys a couple suggestions to do. Number one, guys, your electricity resistance is a key component for this. All right, so what you're going to want to do, guys, is you're going to need 3,100 of this. If you go to your menu, go to your Descendant modules, and we go resistance, and we go to electricity here, you're going to want to make sure this is completely leveled up. As you see right here, guys, I spent a lot of points on the electricity antibodies due to the fact that this is almost a requirement for this one. If you don't have this leveled up, I highly doubt you're going to be able to do this one, just because it is extremely, there's a lot of electricity happening. Okay, so if you guys are having a hard time staying alive on this one, and trust me, you will. Even if you have this, you still will go down. It just takes a lot of player coordination. So make sure you guys level up your electricity resistance on this one, and you should be not completely fine, but you should be pretty good. Next thing to note, guy, he is weak against electricity, so you're going to want to make sure you go ahead and you apply the electricity stuff onto your bullets to be able to do just a little bit more damage. And now to talk about how you're going to be able to defeat him. Now, he is extremely weak when it comes to toxin, so you're going to want to make sure you apply your toxin bullets on your weapons to make sure you guys are able to take him out fairly quickly. So that's going to help you quite a lot when it comes to dealing damage to the Hangman. So now that we got that out of the way, you got your resistance activated, you got your bullets activated on all your guns. If you're trying to figure out what gun to use, I have a video on the best weapon currently right now in the game, and trust me, it's going to be very viable for this fight, so you're going to want to make sure you use that. So what we're going to be doing now, guys, is going to walk you through exactly his mechanics and walk you through on how you actually fight this boss. Okay, so when he spawns in, guys, once again, shoulders are going to be the key component here. You're going to want to shoot the shoulders. I usually use a sniper. I snipe all my, I use all my sniper bullets because they hit really hard, and it's just like, I think it's like a total of 8 bullets. So you want to get rid of those as quickly as you possibly can. You won't be using your sniper after the beginning stages, but you just want to get that raw damage in there. He's going to have the shoulder blades. Usually these are going to be hard to grapple onto, so you're going to be keeping your distance here. What he's going to do, he's going to start doing a couple attacks. He's going to throw a couple electricity balls at you. He's going to throw a couple of things that are going to be little circles that appear on the ground and cause electricity. But the main thing you want to be paying attention to here in the fight is at the middle. So what you're going to do is you're going to start DPSing the heck out of him. And you're going to notice in the middle, there are going to be a total of 3 little cylinders that will get filled up as you do damage. So as you're doing damage, these little cylinders are getting filled up. When these get filled up completely, he goes into his enrage mode, and his enrage mode is pretty much a team wipe if you don't do the following. So you want to constantly be shooting him, but you also want to be paying attention at the middle portion of those little cylinders. Once those cylinders are about to get maxed out, right in the middle, in front of these cylinders, there's going to be a little cube that you're going to be able to pick up. Before he goes to the enrage mode, you're going to need to assign one person, or one person in your group is going to have to be assigned to picking up that cube. Now, the person that picks up that cube is just going to have to run around because he's going to be getting shot at. Okay, so he's going to pick up the cube and start running around. Now, as soon as he picks up the cube, what that does, it stops him from going into this rage mode, but he then goes into this crazy mode where he starts shooting the person running around with the cube. Now, when he does this, he is going to have a little cylinder that pops out of his mouth when he's about to shoot. Okay, the 3 people who are remaining that are not running around need to focus fire on this tube and destroy this tube. Now, every single time, I mean, from me doing it, it looks like it's 2 phases or 3 phases. Every single time he goes and he takes out the little tube out of his mouth, if you destroy that tube, you're going to notice that in the middle, the liquid that's filling up those tubes, it's going to start going down. He's going to do it once again. He's going to do this sonic beam at you after you destroy the little cylinder in his mouth. He's then going to pop up again, put another cylinder in his mouth. You're going to destroy that cylinder, and you're going to notice in the middle, the liquid is going down. When you see the liquid completely down, and there is no more liquid, the person with the cube is then going to have to, grab that tube that he's running around with and take it back to the middle and deposit that tube. That is then going to allow you guys to DPS him once again. Okay, because if you can't DPS him while you have the cube, because he goes immune. So in order for you to be able to DPS him again, that person is then going to have to return the cube so you could start DPSing him, as well. Now, once you guys did that, it's just pretty much a matter of rinse and repeat. The only thing that becomes a little bit difficult is by the time the first wave gets done, there's really no place to hide. The arena just comes completely broken apart because he kind of destroys everything. So you're going to constantly have to be moving and avoiding his attacks. But either once you get the hang of it, of what exactly is going on and the cycle, it becomes pretty easy. It's just a matter of putting a lot of DPS so you don't have to constantly be doing the cube part multiple times. If you could just do it in 2 waves, that's awesome. That means you have really good DPS. One run with one cycle would be amazing. So you want to avoid having to do these over and over. So I hope you guys are finding these videos helpful and informative. If you need help completing the Hangman, let me know in the comment section down below. I will be helping here people on live stream. Let me know what boss you guys are currently stuck on. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.